But I think sometimes there's a confusion that charter schools are not public schools. They are public schools. There's chatter over there that they disagree with what I said. They are public schools. They're public schools. Charter schools are public schools. And I think members of the committee should recognize the value of these services rather than get bogged down in procedural matters, waste time, and quibble about what's a charter school and what's not a charter school.
The issue that Senator Holmstrom asked about was a legitimate question about whether or not the charter schools and non-public schools are eligible for the services that the funds create in this program. It's a legitimate question. Of course, charter schools are public schools. Nobody's questioning that. It's basic. The reality is charter schools are treated from a education finance standpoint a lot different than traditional public schools, and they're not eligible for a lot of the funding that traditional public schools get. And that's the reason for the distinction and the question specifically about charter schools. Now, to answer that question, it seems to me when you look at the underlying statute here, it doesn't limit this to traditional public schools or public schools at all. So I think non-publics would be eligible. The question is, in practice, do these providers choose to work with non-public schools? And so maybe I can ask the testifier if you have any knowledge about that.
It will vary across the state, and a lot of this is not necessarily because any particular community provider may not want to. I think it's really about capacity.
Nobody on this side is not acknowledging the importance of this program. We're asking basic legislative questions here, and I think it's a legitimate question. While acknowledging the importance of this, whether or not the Judiciary and Public Safety Committee is the appropriate place to be I guess, sending this money out from. I'm not saying this is the wrong committee. I mean, it's certainly a legitimate question without assuming that we're not acknowledging the importance of this program. This program is important. Mental health is important.